Greetings. Hello.
He's got a hammer! Oh no! You fuck Tetra.
See,
Tetra's AI is so dumb, she just walks towards you even if there's a wall.
No, because we are recording these parts the day before they go live on YouTube. We've all been reading your comments about how there hasn't been enough Miwa. So for the next 35 minutes, the rest of us aren't gonna say a damn word. Miwa, take it away.
What?
Great. Here I go. What did I do today? Talk, damn it.
Toke? Okay.
How dare you make fun of her?
My boy.
Canadians are so racist.
I like that his big beard just looks like Greninja's like neck scarf.
That's not a beard, that's his cloak.
That's a dumb looking cloak.
You're dumb looking.
I am. I love that they subtly bring in the dungeon thing from Link to the Past here.
That's Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past.
Oh, that's the one, Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, and they made it his theme as well. I like that a lot.
It's Hyrule Castle is one of my the Link to the Past Hyrule Castle is one of my favorite Zelda tracks. It's so fucking good.
Mexi, can you remember the king's name?
Daphne's.
Daphne something.
I just remember his
the
first
23rd.
name. I know, like, they brought him back in Hyrule Warriors, and it's cool because he fights with a fucking sail or something. I don't know. I haven't actually played Hyrule Warriors.
I haven't actually played it either. All I did was mash A and I won.
Yay! It's like playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Just mash X and occasionally triangle and you win the game.
See, I was just thinking that, I don't know, maybe I would eventually download it. Because is it on downloadable 3DS?
Yeah, but on the Switch they have the
Switch,
Definitive Edition.
Yeah, fuck. I still don't have one of those. Dang.
I have it on Wii U and I like it, but I haven't. It's almost daunting how much content there is in the game.
It's a lot. Like, that's about, like, a game and about 3 sustainable years of updates. Like, fuck. It's a lot.
And this is how Tetra Little My Babies come from.
It's a triangle.
And they bring...
Like,
that to me is the musical callback of this game. Like...
Yeah.
So good.
So why is it that Link and Zelda keep reincarnating, but the king, he's just a ghost now?
Zelda 2. The Legend of Zelda is through the females of the royal line. Well, no, but it's still the Legend of Zelda. Well, okay, if you want to go back to the original, if you want to go all the way to the tippy top of the timeline, well, then it's because the goddess Hylia is reincarnated through the females of the royal line. Like all the males are like drones in a beehive. They're just in there to procreate the next generation.
Reincarnated? He just decided I'm gonna be a ghost now.
Steven, you raise a good point. For all games in the series that don't take place in the timeline Zelda 2 takes place in, what is the legend they are referring to?
Exactly.
Well, wouldn't it be the Hero of Time? Because again, we're dressing our 10-year-old boys up in green hats.
Mexi, I know you don't play a lot of Zelda, but Zelda is not the green guy. The legend is not about him. It's about the princess.
I'm sorry, but the game starts off with a legend about a boy in a green tunic, and we're dressing our 10-year-old boys. I'm just going off based on what the game is presented to me information-wise.
Whoa. Link is 10?
He's
too old for me.
He's a boy of age. He's reached his ageness of whatever Alcid Island is deemed like culturally relevant. I don't know.
He's supposed to be around the same age as Tetra, and she's not 10.
Why did
I always go based off 10 because that's
You
like
know,
the
I kinda-
Pokemon
I
trainer
ki-
age. I don't know. It's like a weird.
I kind of want to say something, but I'm not sure if it'll be misconstrued online. But why did they have to change Zelda's skin color? Why couldn't Zelda just stay say the same as Tetra? Why
Yeah.
did they have to whitewash Tetra for?
Well, her skin changes
This
color,
game is
but her hair
bullshit.
doesn't go back to blonde. It's still fucking green.
Exactly. What the fuck?
It honestly is a shame because, like, yeah, it's still Tetra. She's sun, bathed, and pirate, and
Well,
everything.
white people can be tan.
That's why. Yeah, but the thing is, Tetra kind of looks like the same kind of like skin shade as the king. It's like, okay, royal family, that bloodline, whatever, makes sense. Like, I don't get why they Snow Whiteified
White.
Tetra to
Gareth,
be Zelda for.
when you die, you keep your clothes and your tan.
I have never heard to Snow White referred to as a verb.
And now she remains locked in there for the rest of the game.
Where
Yeah,
she'll
why
be
is it-
safe. Done deal.
It is a shame that from a story perspective, once Tetra is revealed to be Zelda, she does nothing and becomes a much more boring
awful.
character.
Yeah, she
At,
loses.
at least until the final boss, where she actually is like active again.
Well, yeah, but like there's a good at least over a third of the game where
Yeah.
it's like that sucks. Like if you're gonna make that reveal, do it before the final fight. Don't do it roughly halfway through the game and then we lose Tetra.
Yeah.
Because Tetra's like one of the best characters in this game, and it's a damn shame we don't get to see her no more.
She was king of the pirates.
I have a question.
Gonna be king of the pirates.
I do have a question though. I'm gonna put aside the thought of yes, Tetra being One Piece and how that is fantastic. We're gonna put that aside because we're gonna splurge on that later. But I want to talk about how that scene, how that reveal scene compares to the Ocarina of Time reveal scene of Sheik being Zelda as well. So how did those two scenes compare, gentlemen, and Miss Miwa?
Well, with Sheik being Zelda, it's more so like, yeah, because she's Sheik for like a good majority of the time. Then she reveals herself like, I'm actually Zelda, and she's immediately captured. Because like, yeah, maybe we should have told him like out about in the middle of like the place where anybody could find you. That wasn't a smart thing to do.
Wait a minute.
That-
Wait, Ganon put a crystal around Zelda, right? Was he only allowed to do that with Zelda? Why did he put a crystal around Link? Problem solved.
Ocarina of Time, Ganon, again, that's his first rodeo. He's not smart on the strategies of how to that's where he got all his mistakes. That's why Wind Waker Ganondorf is so fucking good. He learned all his mistakes. He got all that shit taken care of.
I should have put a crystal around Link. God damn it.
I keep wanting to call regular Ganondorf Ganon, and I keep thinking the pig is Ganondorf. Because I'm so used to the short names being like a regular person.
My thing is that I'm lazy.
Slappish Lazuli, killer.
Yeah, no, this is our higher, greater fairy for the game. I dig what they do with the... But,
She looks like Fee.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, she kinda
Oh, she's
is.
Lapis Lazuli.
it's a Steven Universe thing. Where's the part where she gets, disco pants?
She looks a lot like Fee, even the hair.
The Legend of Connie.
Legend of Connie.
Oh my god. The Great Fairy says Itadakimasu. For anyone who doesn't know, I hate Connie Universe.
I love Steven. You can just think that every different episode is just a different design because she never looks the same in 2 episodes.
That's well, neither does. I mean, you look at fucking Pearl. Pearl looks completely different from episode 1 to where she does now.
Yeah.
But
Peridot keeps losing height.
I know, right?
But I do like how they did base Fee's design kind of on this design, or at least that they're similar. I mean, I'm such a timeline whore that any little morsel like that I will latch right onto.
I don't feel this is appropriate. There's a little boy. No. The king's like, don't think about it, son. No, but it ain't gonna work.
It's not worth it.
I've been there. It ain't that good.
There's no reason to make deals with the primordial deities of this land.
Well,
Can you kill the fairies?
I don't know. Can the fairies restart the land if they deem the creations that they've made unworthy?
I always just think there's an episode of the Powerpuff Girls where the mayor's clearly playing Legend of Zelda on Ocarina of Time, and he like kills his Navi. Always think, you have killed your fairy. Oh no!
That just shows that Nintendo was sending their playtest copies out to the elected officials of America.
In Townsville. The city of Townsville and its sister site, the town of Citiesville.
Miwa, where are we going next?
I'm gonna get some, shorts.
Ooh, are we getting board shorts, some booty shorts? Are these like cute suntan shorts?
No, shorts. Shorts. Triforce.
Shots? We're gonna fart and shit by accident? Okay, I'm down.
Triforce shorts.
Oh, the shards.
I have a question about the Triforce, which is that, what does it really do? Because like it's presented as this like super all powerful thing. It's but
I
it
can answer that. It grants you a wish.
oh, it's a Dragon Ball.
I mean, yeah, that's part of it. That's kind of the big
Is
part
it
of
is it one of those like if you have just one it's useless, you need all three?
No, one gives you at least power, and I think at least one grants you passage to the sacred realm, but all three, like Miwa said, gives you like the wish. Because
Steven, I mean, sorry, Stefan, think of them
No, ask
like...
me.
Okay, I say, instead, okay, Steven, instead of thinking they're like Dragon Balls, like a dum-dum, think of them more like the Infinity Stones, but there's only 3 of them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for
And
asking
when you,
me.
and when you get them all, Steven, I wish at the end of the game, the king's wish was just, I wish for half of Hyrule to die, and then Zelda turns to dust.
I mean, isn't that what Ganon wants to do?
No, Ganon just wants a subscription to Netflix and Hulu. He can't afford both.
Wait a minute.
But he likes shows on both accounts.
When Thanos said, I want half the universe to die, did he like think inside his mind, accept me, accept me?
Yeah, I know, right? What if it was him? Like,
I think he was fully prepared.
I don't think he would have cared. I don't think he would have cared.
I thought he was expecting
Well, they-
that. That was the whole point, that he paid his ultimate price, so he was willing to accept like his own existence as a price as well. Like,
no, his ultimate price was sacrificing the only person he cared about,
Is
Tom Green.
oh,
is
I'm just glad he didn't
is
sacrifice
Thanos
Paul Rudd.
up?
Let Miwa talk, damn it.
Let Miwa speak. Stop mansplaining Miwa, Mexi.
Is Thanos pro-life or pro-choice? Like, what does he count as a life?
I think they mentioned that half the animals also died, so
Half the plants die, so there goes half the resources. Good job, Thanos.
Yeah. So if a woman is pregnant,
Oh.
would like. Well, I'm going based on what Miwa's thing.
No, it's
You
okay.
know-
It's all theory. It's fine.
It's all theory. I'm so like, if a woman was pregnant, there's a 50-50 chance that either the fetus or just the woman would die. But I guess then if the woman died, that would kill the fetus, which would not make it equal and fair. So I think in that regard, and to go directly to his word, I think the baby would have to be born for it to be. So that would suck. There's a lot of babies who would have literally just come out the womb. And the thing that happens, imagine being a parent, it comes out the womb, and it turns to
What
dust.
happens is
Fucked
that
up.
half of the
Jeez.
sperm babies half of the sperm bank box is just
sperm
gonna go
banks
bad.
just
There you
disappear.
go. That's living ass shit. That's living tissue.
So you're saying that someone jerks off and it comes out as starch? Like, oh fuck, I'm actually a
And they
doctor.
all go. I mean, those sperms are all alive, dude. They just have 23 less chromosomes in a fertilized egg. So you know, if you're gonna kill life, then that's living tissue.
So what you're saying is that from the testicles of every man who survived the onslaught, dust
There
just
you
comes
go.
out of it.
And that's how you take care of half the population without turning everyone into husbands.
Well, no. We tweeted this out earlier. What if Thanos just turned half the universe gay?
That just makes it, that solves this problem too, because then all the gay people
would
take care
involve
of all
it
the
would-
resource
yeah.
management, and the world's a better place. The universe is a better place.
It would also improve Thanos' own fashion sense because he dresses like a dog.
Well,
You
that's
have the
all-
lesbian stone, the gay stone, the trans
The gay
stone,
stone.
the queer
Sorry, but I
stone,
know
the
lots
bi
of gay
stone,
people
and the
who
plus
dress
stone.
terribly.
The infinity LGBYT everything stones.
What's the why?
Why?
He said LGBYT.
What? Who said
Gareth,
that? No, I heard you,
Gareth.
but who said? Gareth said
Gareth.
that?
Yeah, he just said LGBTY.
The Y stands for Yemen's people from the country Yemen.
Okay. Okay, darling.
Okay, me was like, okay, bye. I've had enough of this shit.
Okay, dear.
You have 4 minutes.
Miwa,
before-
Miwa, are you looking forward? Just because the Triforce questions, obviously a lot of the weaker section of the game, and just because it would finally make all those thumbnails I've been making make sense. Are you looking forward to Endgame?
What's that?
It's the next Avengers movie. Of course, but by the time this goes live, Endgame would have been out on Blu-ray for about a year.
Maybe. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'm not.
That's why I asked you to find out.
You know, on different days, I have different moods.
You're not on trial here, Miwa. Like, no one's gonna arrest you if you say yes or no.
I'm gonna arrest you.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just.
Put your hands up, Miwa.
All 6 of them.
All right, you can put them down now. I got enough photos. I don't know.
Just to say topical.
Can't wait.
Oh, arrest! No, I meant take pictures of. Very different.
I just wanted pictures of hands.
Get me pictures of hands.
Just to stay topical. I
nice,
can't believe
dear.
Spider-Verse 2 won another Grammy.
Oh look, the iron boots. You don't have to go into the menu every time to access them. Wow.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but my favorite feature of Wind Waker is the camera being on the C-stick. It's so good.
It's just one of
I
the,
love the camera being on the C-stick.
like, the whole benefit of the GameCube controller as a whole. Like, the Nintendo 64 controller was a good jab at, like, 3D controllers, but nah, you just...
No.
Two joysticks is necessary.
No.
The
No, the N64 controller is terrible.
it is one of the most what were you smoking like designs of a game controller.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I've never had personal success with it, but I mean, people are nostalgic for it. But I'll
It's-
personally say
it's-
that you need 2 joysticks to honestly, if you're in the 3D realm, you need the 2 joysticks. You need at least 2.
Well, no, that's
It's-
fine. That's fine.
well-
But I'm just talking about how every single game leaves a third of the controller out of use.
Yes, it was very
Stupid.
nice. It was very nice of Nintendo being progressive and forward thinking to design a controller for people born with 3 hands.
Right?
But it's just like most of the world still has 2. So I'm just saying it's an odd choice to make your main controller
And
not designed for that.
Not a single game uses the entire controller, and they did that.
doesn't.
They did that because they realized people don't want to move their hands.
Yeah, like one of the
Yeah, the only game I know of that does like the other way, where you have your right hand on the thumbstick, is Sin and Punishment.
I know, so Mischief Makers usually requires you to use the D-pad and the control stick, and like to be able to control the game smoothly is seen as like a mechanical accomplishment. So I agree with you guys that I played a lot of Ocarina of Time, but I've never actually played on a GameCube controller. I played a lot of on an N64 controller, so maybe I'm just used to it, but I don't know, I just never saw that.
It's weird, Mexi.
Yeah, I got used to it.
It's bad because when you're playing Ocarina of Time, you have the R button and the D-pad completely inaccessible for an entire game.
And
You
here's
can't
the
use
thing,
it.
I've played Ocarina of Time 3D. Like, I know better, and I still am like, I don't hate it.
You're I still love you, but you're
Miwa, thank you for your editing of dissolving and fast forwarding all this shit. I love you. Thank
Bless. You a
You're
bless.
welcome, son.
you. I love you, mommy.
See, this is
Wait, which what?
that's mommy-san to you, Gareth.
Mommy,
Father Baka.
Stefan, this is
I love you. I love you.
Mommy-san, can I have candy?
Oh,
I hate you.
Well, yeah. What's the point of the gauntlet again?
to get a chart.
what?
Oh, getting the charts, right?
Because Miwa's got pro round skills as well as gaming skills.
Well, that's why this part's 35 minutes.
Everything I am doing is for shorts or girls.
You found part of a triangle.
Which technically in and of itself was a triangle. Hooray. Just get 3 shards, it's good enough. Fucking it makes his own Triforce.
I mean, if these things supposed to have like kind of unlimited power, shouldn't like one tiny piece give you like a lot of power?
Well,
One piece. Yeah.
Infinity divided by any number is still infinity. So.
Infinity Stones, I agree, Steven, we should talk about Marvel movies more.
Oh god.
Well, the Infinity Stones actually show that each of the Infinity Stones have like so much power on their own. Like it isn't like something like say the Chaos Emeralds where you barely see each of them on their own do anything.
When's the last?
You know what?
When's the,
sorry, Steve, after you.
when's the last time we actually went in depth about Thanos movie?
Thanos movie.
I don't remember the title of it, so it's Thanos movie.
Oh, what? Avengers Infinity War?
Yeah, when's the last time we talked in depth about that?
Maybe the Luigi's Mansion OP. But one second though, Stefan, to go to your question, in the UK, back in like the early 90s, in the UK kind of media, like Sonic the Comic, the Grey Emerald was treated as more powerful than the rest. So like in one specific version of the franchise, one emerald was seen as more value than the others, and that's a small thing I kind of wish they'd bring back, but they never will, because who
Yeah.
cares?
What if they brought back the fact that there are 12 blue emeralds, or that there are 8, or that there are 7, or that there are 6, or that sometimes there's an orange one?
I feel like I think the pre-reboot
Damn,
comic.
Miwa, look at you!
Snipe skills.
I feel-
How many less hours I have now?
Oh, true. You edited that, but thank you for editing.
That was not edited, Stephen. That the way it jumped around from place to place and location to location is part of the game.
Here's more editing.
I would like to
Oh
nominate.
my god,
shit.
you could play as a seagull. I forgot about that.
It's Super Mario Odyssey.
So what I was gonna say was, Gareth, you're a fan of when movies, when they at the beginning of a movie, that's sort of your time to introduce rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That is true.
Beginning of Infinity War, we show that Mr. Strange Man, Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange.
he can open up portals. He can go, he
Yeah.
can open portals and he can close them. And if
Yeah,
someone
I know where you're going. I know
and-
where you're going
and
with
if
this. And yes, I
someone-
agree.
And if someone is inside of a portal while he closes it, a part of their appendage gets cut off.
Yep.
Fast forward in the movie, we see them trying to take a thing off of Thanos' arm. Open up a portal, stick his arm through the portal, close the portal. Now his arm is detached. You introduced that as a rule that you can do. Why didn't you use it? It's irritating.
But he says that wasn't the way.
I don't care.
I honestly think that's just probably something they didn't think of.
Yeah,
That's what I
Which,
think.
honestly,
which is annoying. But as you said, like, so many people will put that, like, why doesn't he just fucking do that? And like, end the story. His arms. Then do it to his fucking head as well. Do it to all of his limbs. Do it to all of that motherfucker's limbs.
Or
And
here's-
his dick.
or Garrett,
his tiny dick.
You could easily solve that with them attempting to do that and it not working, and them saying, "Oh, it's because he's attached to the Infinity Stones. He's too powerful for me to close this portal on him." They could have at least done that,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
30 seconds of screen time to kind of fix that plot hole. Which yeah, you know, I would if they had not shown that in Infinity War in the beginning, I would put it a plot hole. But the fact that they do is like, yeah, Doctor Strange, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like the smartest person here next to Iron Man.
You-
fucked
and you
up.
didn't try
I'm
that.
sorry, Mia, what you was.
No, I was gonna say that, or Star-Lord shouldn't have been such a cuck.
Oh yeah, completely. No, I don't get people who defend Star-Lord. That man is a fucking idiot and ruined everything. It is completely his
Yeah,
fault,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
glad he died. And before Stefan goes, well, actually, Star-Lord was doing the right thing.
No, he fucked
Well,
up.
Kitty
Stefan.
Pryde
Hey,
is the best
did
But
I'm
Doctor
proud of you.
Strange
Wow.
is doing the right thing.
Okay, here's the character development. Stefan. He's not blindly defending stuff now.
When have I blindly
Now-
defended something that I didn't like?
Now, if only we can get Steven to not blindly hate something, we'll get character development for him.
That's never gonna happen.
he's
As you
like
know,
he's
as
liking
you know-
Detective Pikachu a little bit more, so we got some development.
I didn't. What? When did I say I like Pikachu more?
You liked him more than you did before.
When? When?
I don't know. I thought that's what you said before.
Find the quote. I still.
Find the quote room.
Pikachu, Detective Pikachu comes out May 10th. It is February 26th, and I still adamantly am against it. It looks really bad.
Well, I think I
Sad
disagree. I
face.
think it looks like fun. I'm looking forward to
I
it.
don't like it when you take a silly concept and you make it dark and realistic.
That's not dark. Nothing in that's dark.
What do you mean nothing's about it dark? Look at the coloring. The color grading of it is completely dark. You cannot say it's not dark.
Well then, but by that extension, Pokemon the first movie is
dark.
Yeah, I mean, like that's from what we've seen, that looks like a much darker movie than Detective Pikachu ended up being.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid, so I don't know.
People get YouTube flat out murders a bunch of people in that movie.
In the first
And
5 minutes.
most of the color palette is that nice and it's dark.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't remember.
Then there's Pokemon the movie 3,
I've
where
never
there's a
seen
big
that.
dog. There's a big dog and it's scary.
I'm okay with things like
Gladio straight up fucking dies in Heroes.
it's just weird. Like you're taking all these weird cartoons and you're making them hyper realistic, like Scooby Doo, Smurfs, Garfield. It's like, can you stop? Can you just?
Well, you
it
don't
can
actually
be a
look bad.
cartoon. It can be a cartoon.
Steven, you know what? Steven, I would actually say there's a flaw in your theory about this, because I would argue in Red and Blue, when you get to Lavender Town, shit gets dark and like depressing and adult.
When have I ever defended the story of that?
So are you saying just from a purely aesthetic point of view, you don't like it when things get visually darker?
No. It's okay. Maybe dark was the wrong word. I think it's weird when you have a silly concept and you make it super serious.
I would say based nothing in the trailer. I think makes it comes off across super
It's-
serious. I think the tone of the
hyper-
trailer is very goofy.
It's only serious in the sense that it's taking itself seriously. Like, it's taking the world of Pokemon seriously, but it's not like being super like you have to take Pokemon seriously.
Which Pokemon always did.
Yeah.
Pokemon always kind of took its own world
You're
seriously.
using an adjacent adjective. Like, it's like dark and gritty. It's not dark, but I would agree that it's gritty. Like, it's definitely a more gritty perspective on Pokemon,
if
but I
you're
wouldn't
gonna
say
make-
it's dark.
All the Pokemon look hyper realistic. How come you didn't give them buttholes and genitalia? Like,
Because in terms of genitals, they weren't there on the originals. Buttholes, has there been a good shot of Pikachu's ass?
I mean,
Also,
Mewtwo's looking pretty
If you were
phallic
to
right
show me
now.
what it actually was, I'd be like, yeah, alright then.
this is
Hey,
not an
animators,
actual
get to
complaint,
work.
people in the comments. This is me being coy.
Also, most of the Pokemon are very, very hairy, which maybe is how they're getting past the butthole paradox of realistic-looking
There's a lot
Pokemon.
of animated dogs out there, and we don't see a lot of animated dog buttholes, to be fair.
Yes, we do. Have you watched anything French?
Okay, fair. Hey, if we
All the
do,
time.
then for sure. Hey. give the
Saying,
man what he
Steven, I
wants.
want-
Give the
I
man.
want to see
give-
Charizard take
Give
a
the
crap.
man Mighty
okay?
Anna buttholes.
Steven, I'm quickly checking something because I think there might be something Sonic related which fills your
Fills my heart
issue.
with joy.
I'm quickly checking something.
What happened to her? She just
died.
faded into the darkness.
Oh yeah, Steven, if you
No,
look
she
at
got
the
taken over by Xehanort's nobody.
in the intro of Sonic Advance 3 on the GBA, there's a shot at the end of it where Sonic and Tails are kind of running. Tails is flying, Sonic is running into the distance, and the camera is kind of behind their backs. And for some, I'm sure it's just a piece of shading, but if you look at Tails, there is like a darker pixel, exactly where a butthole would be. So there you go.
This is something that you remembered and you pulled up and shared with us.
Yes. Tails has a butthole when he enjoyed the Sonic Advance 3.
Anything that eats shits, man.
Hey.
When's my birthday?
When's your birthday? Surprise, it's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
I was about to say it, but I'm sure you don't want that being public.
Happy birthday, Gareth. To your birthday, that's tomorrow. Cheers.
Yay. I mean, I said it was Miwa's birthday, but I'll take it.
Happy birthday to me.
What a
as
surprise!
well.
It's both your birthdays.
Wow, I can't believe you guys are twins!
That is an odd jump cut of like the cut up of her like in the darkness, just Link holding her and her eyes being wide open.
They're not.
That is a weird
It's
cut.
like one of those...
Listen, when did this game come out? You didn't have filmmakers back then in
You
games.
didn't. Well, this was what, like 2002. And also, like, as much as we all love Nintendo, they've never been that great about like. I mean, like back in this era of like story or like cutscene cinematics.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I always love how the sages have this whole genetic awakening scene where their ancestors reach to their consciousness through the void and like awaken them to their purpose. But then, you know, they find a way in the cutscene afterwards to contextualize it. You know, she accepts the role as a sage for Kamali's sake. Like, even though Wind Waker has that whole like childish aesthetic, there's really deep ass shit going on in this plot. I love Wind Waker so much.
Mexi, do you,
Deep ass shit. Thanks to Tails' butthole.
Mexi, do you want to go to South America and do ayahuasca with me?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's go.
South again.
What? Me was highly against ayahuasca.
I don't know what that is.
Like me
That's
neither,
okay.
but I'm kind of open to shit. So hey, here we go.
If Bread Boy
Don't-
presses
don't
A,
tell-
he can lift you.
Don't tell Mexi what that word's just fancy slang for Stephen taking him to South America and stabbing him repeatedly over and over again. Mexi, you wanna come do this thing? Yeah, alright.
Yeah, stabbing him with my dangerous good looks. That's a lie. I backed out of that real quick.
Oh, Steven, you have idea how your wildish wooish ways have your way with me.
Ways do have ways. Is this the first time you use a 6-4 signature in the game?
Yeah.
I remember when you it keeps you on 3-4, and then you have to use the left analog stick to switch it over to 4-4 and 6-4.
Yes.
And when it wanted me to do a 4-4 thing, I didn't realize I had to use the stick to do that, and so I was just like, how the fuck? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And what's really weird is that one of the important 4/4 songs is kind of hidden by going back to Outset and like talking to the disco dancer dude. So, like,
Yeah.
it's one of those weird moments where like the whole like Nintendo method of hand guiding you kind of like falls through, and a lot of people miss out on the 4/4 6/4 switch there.
The boat tells you.
The boat tells you once very quickly, and
Yeah.
I was a kid and I forgot.
You are dumb.
I forgot. I was 13.
Oh. Poor you.
You're a stupid 13-year-old.
But when I figured it out, it stayed with me until I was 29, until I could tell this story to everyone, and now I can put it to rest. And now I can go die.